Hello. No shenanigans today, just making music, just cooking. I'm gonna get started with drums as a change. I always start with the guitar, it's my primary instrument. But today I'm gonna start with drums, come up with a groove, and then see where that takes us. Because it's only me recording today, I tried to make a sort of remote workstation. I brought this wheelie thing closer to the drum set, and then that's where my laptop is, and then everything's going into the laptop. First I'm gonna try and find a sound, a drum kit that I like on Logic. But right now I'm trying out this kit called Motown Revisited. Roger Waters once talked about this phenomenon when he was on the Joe Rogan podcast. If I remember correctly, he'd said something like his creative process was constant, that it could be between him sitting down with a guitar in his hand or him just actively saving thoughts into his mind. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that could be something. Stuff like that. And then he said he knows when he's about to write a song. He said that he gets this pregnant feeling as if he's about to give birth to an idea. I try to use this in my practice. Sometimes it's just you have to sit down behind an instrument that you're not very comfortable with and just play and play and play until something sounds good or interesting, and you'll feel it in your gut that you're about to give birth to an idea. That's back to Mark, isn't it? Let's try a different sound. So this one's called Neo Soul. Alright, let's think. Alright, I like this one. Let's record it. So I'm gonna start with recording a loop of this beat that I just came up with. Maybe a 16 bar loop or an 8 bar loop. I'm just gonna bring it to a natural stop and then try and come up with more ideas over it. We're gonna try it again. I didn't like it. Let's go again. So we're gonna try it again one more time. Let's try again. Let's try it again. was fine. I can quantize it, make it sound better. I am self-taught, so don't come for me. I think I can work with that, so let's see where it takes us. Okay, now that I have my kick and snare, which are electronic components to be fair, I'm going to try and get an organic drum kit over this. I'm going to try and mix it as just being recorded as overheads, even though it's digital. Try and develop the groove a little bit. I got the Neo Soul kit back on the laptop, so I'm just going to try and get some cymbals, get a bit of organic groove over it, and see where we go. I'm going to loop this. The click is kind of killing the groove for me, so I'm going to try and do it without. Okay, I like this groove. Let's do it now. Cool, I think that works. We got that in one take as well. I'm really happy with that. That took me like less than 15 minutes, but it's quite a simple groove. I tried to put myself in the headspace of a session drummer, and I didn't want to overplay. I didn't want to make it a drum song. Recorded some extra bits over it. My tea's gone cold, not to quote Slim Shady. I'm gonna get a refill, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna draw a map plan of what we need to do today. I'm gonna keep it very simple, 4 tracks, as if we're recording on cassette tape. I'll see you in a bit. Right, I'm back, and here's the plan. So we just recorded the kick and a snare, so the main groove on the drums, and then we doubled it with what we're gonna mix to be the overheads, so your cymbals, your toms, etc. So now I'm gonna do guitar, and then I'm gonna double the guitar with some lead lines. I'm not gonna focus on if I have to double it or not. I'm gonna come up with some chords and tick this box, and then if we need to, we can double it. Let's go. Alright, so before I write anything, I'm gonna try and find a sound that I like. Again, Logic is pretty good for amp simulators and stuff. So I'm gonna try and build a combo that I like, and then we're gonna go from there. Okay. Cool, so you can see my screen, we're getting sound. Let's try and come up with some stuff right now. When I'm playing live, I usually go for Fender sounds. So obviously I can't afford a Princeton or anything. Right now I'm using a Fender Champ 40. Going into the Champ 40 is my pedal board, tube screamer, reverb, chorus, so pretty simple stuff. Try and find something similar. I've been really leaning towards like tweed, like Telecaster sounds, because I usually play with a Strat. Let's go with a tweed combo. Let's not go with a tweed combo, because that's going to make me play country. Whereas this groove feels a bit different than that. You can come back and bring the country in. I love Casey Musgraves and how she kind of, Ian Fitchuk and Daniel Teshian. My favorite producers, they can bring groove and country together, so we're going to try and do that, but not right now. So, yeah, that looks like a Fender. That's a bit too bassy. There's some reverb on there. I found a sound that I like this works. So I'm gonna loop the drums and try and come up with a few chords. So let's see how it goes. play with the voicings of the chords a little bit. Trying to think of alternatives. So we're in G major. It's too jazzy, I feel like. I don't know. It's not too jazzy, but... How about this? Okay, let's try and record that. Alright, that works. Right, I really like that. I think it sounds pretty good. I was gonna double the guitar, but what I'm gonna do now instead is I'm gonna record a bass. And how I'm gonna do that is, because I don't have a bass guitar right now, I'm gonna duplicate the guitar track and then I'm gonna pitch it down so it sounds like a bass. And I'm just gonna play like very simple bass lines. I think it'll work. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna duplicate my rhythm guitar track, as you can see on my screen. We're gonna title that bass, and then we're gonna get rid of this tuner for now and get a pitch shifter. And we're gonna pitch it all the way down. That is fine. And let's give it a shot now. Woo! Ooh, that's not very nice. I'm so stupid. Now we're gonna turn this into a bass cabinet. How about that? Bass amp designer, here we go. Amp, classic amp. That looks good. And let's go direct. That doesn't sound amazing, but that sounds pretty Tame Impala-ish. That's a filthy bass right there. I think it probably needs a limiter. Roll off the high end a little bit. Less of that, more of that. Compress it. Let's see. Okay, that works. I think that works. I think it's time to layer the guitars a little bit, so I'll do another guitar track. It's gonna be a bit more bluesy. I like this song though. It's becoming really sexy vibes. Okay. I don't know why I said that, but let's roll with it. I thought I'd show you my rig. I'm running my guitar through Valhalla, Vintage Verb. I've got a plate preset that I quite like, and then I'm running that through my pedal board, which is just a chorus pedal, and it sounds like this. Let's see what we can come up with. Like I said earlier, I want to introduce some of that country groove, some of that country twang. As you can see on my screen, I've got this small tweed amp. I programmed it so it sounds like this without reverb. So I've got a bit of tremolo on there, pushed the gain a little bit, and I added some more bass to the sound. And then I put some Valhalla Vintage Verb on it. Actually, let's make that 70s. So this is the sound I've got. I'm gonna keep this even more improvised, so I'm gonna hit record now. Right, I don't like that. There are some good bits in there, so I'm gonna keep it, record over it. I'm too late. Okay. All right, this is sounding good. Cool. That's it for guitars. No more, no more. That's too much. Let's change this to this. Actually, let's change it to this. No, that's still a blues junior. No. Okay, let's keep it with the blues junior. All right. It appears that that was the last thing I filmed that day, and that was the last piece of work that I've done on that song. I think that works for the best because it's not really a song, but it's sort of like a work in process. I managed to bring it to a place where I was happy with it, and I could also see sort of past the delusion that this has to be a song, that it was more of an exercise. Regardless, following this clip, you'll get to hear the full mixed version of it. I really like it, and I think in the next vlog we'll try and use it as a sort of vlog song soundtrack background music as well. It's always great to get your creative juices flowing and do this as an exercise. Just show up and create every day. It's something that I will never take for granted. So without further ado, Untitled, 21st of January 2025.